All right, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome. This is a live show, so do me a favor, go ahead and comment and let us know what city and state you are chiming in from. Let us know what city and state you're chiming in from for this edition of Wealthy Wednesday. What's going on, everybody? Taria Vision Avant, and this is another edition of Wealthy Wednesday. Listen, do me a favor, y'all. Go ahead and comment in the chat. I'm looking to see who's commenting in the chat. Let me know what city and state that you guys are chiming in from, or if you're chiming in from another country. And another thing that I love doing in the chat, let me tell you something, because people are making some connections, baby, is introduce yourself. Let everybody know in the chat what it is that you do and include your website, okay? Now, don't get spammy with it, but a nice little one-time introduction would not hurt anybody. Well, my name is Taria Visionavant, and I help speakers, coaches, and network marketers generate $10,000 a month working 2 to 4 hours per day, leveraging their books. And this is our Wealthy Wednesday show. What we do on this show is we invite authors, speakers, coaches who are impacting the world with their words. I see you guys in the chat impacting the world with their words, y'all. And they're doing it one book at a time. Now, this is the deal. What we don't do, and I want everybody to understand, we're not necessarily a publishing company here. While we have partnerships with amazing publishing companies, we are a company that is designed to help speakers and coaches grow their business. Now, the name of our company is called Book Profits Club because I believe that if you do this right, a book can get you to 6 and 7 figures. A book, okay? A book can get you to 6 and 7 figures by learning how to leverage it to build multiple streams of income. Well, every week we like to bring on some amazing Book Profits Club members who are doing some incredible things, changing the world in their way. Okay, everybody here has a purpose, and we have yet another amazing Book Profits Club member, author all star, who is changing the world. So let me go ahead and introduce you guys to who our guest speaker is today. Dr. DeLois Jackson. Now, she is a multifaceted visionary with a profound vision for education, spirituality, and storytelling. She has dedicated her life to nurturing the minds and souls of young learners. As the esteemed owner, listen, y'all, of a pre-K private school, she fearlessly shapes and compassionate and innovate. Let me say this right. She fearlessly shaped a compassionate and innovative learning environment, empowering students to embrace their uniqueness and unlock their full potential. Y'all, did y'all hear that? Owns a private school owner over here. Okay, anyways, beyond she got some more stuff, y'all. This is huge. Beyond her educational pursuit, she is a celebrated author, captivating both young and old with her inspirational and heartwarming children's books. She effortlessly weaves life lessons, empathy, and moral values, leaving a lasting impression on her readers. She is a true advocate for transformative education, spirituality, and the power of words. Dr. Jackson continues to touch countless lives, igniting the flames of curiosity, compassion, and creativity in the hearts of those she encounters. Her unwavering dedication to education and storytelling exemplifies a life devoted to making the world a better place. Ladies and gentlemen, let's pull this round of applause for none other than Dr. DeLois Jackson. Hold on. Yeah. Well, Dr. Jackson, what's going on, my love? How are you doing today?
I am wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited. I don't know what to do. I might not be able to stay still in this seat, but we're going to get through this. I'm excited.
Well, listen, I know we're gonna get through this, and I'm excited as well. I remember the first time I got a chance to talk to you, you were telling me that you owned a school. And I was like, wow, that is amazing. It is amazing how, all our lives we grow up and we think that, in order to be able to do something of what you've done, like it takes like having 20, 30, 40, 50 people in place, big, names that are beyond our color, making decisions that they're going to put together these schools. But now we have women like yourself who are really just changing things in the way of how we educate and making a decision that no, she's not going to just lean on what we think we know. She's going to go out here and launch her very own pre-K private school. Now we're going to get into that, but before we even talk about how you did that, because another thing that I know wasn't even in your introduction is really like your entire, like, all the things you've done. And I know we'd be here all night talking about it because you have done tremendously, I mean, truly, not tremendously, but truly a tremendous amount of stuff. So, how did we get to where we are today? Like, how did you make a decision that you wanted to launch this pre-K private school, and also getting into the space of being a published author?
Wow. Thank you so much for having me, Taria. You are amazing. I greatly appreciate you. How I got to where I am today: perseverance, determination, and don't forget, I am a former teen mom. And when you hear all of the stories about, when you get pregnant, you're not going to be nothing, so on and so forth. So, but you have dreams, you have aspirations, right? So, because I got pregnant, my dreams and aspirations did not die. But going back to an addition to my bio that I did not put in there, did not. It wasn't inadvertently. I was just going to mention it, like I'm getting ready to right now. So, but anyway, I bring with me some teen mom experience. I did not have guidance. I didn't have instructions. I didn't have an understanding. I had absolutely no experience and no one to talk to about it. No one to talk to about it. So, through my lived experience of a teen mom, I wanted to be that answer that the teen moms that I did not have for the teen moms of today. And it's just amazing how the platform that you have, and I'm a member. So if they're not a member of Book Profit Clubs, they got to become a member real quick because it is amazing. But I tell you, perseverance is huge. It's truly huge. And so for my teen moms, I just want to be able to have something, a roadmap, something established for them to walk them through the process without them, feeling alone, isolated, ashamed, to get them to where they want to be, because I know they have dreams and aspirations as well. And I want to help them meet those needs.
Amen to that. And yeah, like you said, there's just so many facets to your story, that we could literally be here all day. And so I'm just truly honored, of just how amazing, you are and the things that you've done. So tell us again. So now, in regards to your book, because of course this is here to talk about how you are impacting the world with your words, and you have been able to be, you're also a one, is it a one star author all star, or are you two star? Okay.
This year be two.
Two-star author all star. Oh yes, listen, I'm so excited because it just keeps getting better and better, right? And so when it comes to your book, what messages, what messages do you really want the readers to take away? Like, if I was to say some specific steps that I have learned from reading your manuscripts, what would you want them to be able to have? Like, if it was a bullet point of maybe three things.
I want them to know the importance of self love, because if we don't have self love, then we're not going to be able, if we don't love ourselves, it's going to be extremely hard to love someone else or something else. So I need them to know the importance of love. It's empowering, when you have that, and it will certainly help them through their parenting journey with a little less stress. Self love.
Self love. And listen, guys, if you understand anything about self love, if you're working on it or if you worked on it, listen, you need to work on it. Go ahead and type self love in the chat. I know that is something, even with myself, that I have had to make sure that I focus on. And I feel like even when we get into the space of leadership, and, with you working with the young girls and young boys too, understanding the value in self love. I mean, today, child, social media will have us out here really looking at ourselves and comparing ourselves to everybody else. And so, man, I'm glad you said that, because, I feel like that is a challenge that many people are dealing with more and more than ever today, because of what's taking place with technology in this world. So, how did you get to this point where you are today? I know we talked a little bit about you being a teen mom and now making a decision that you want to, launch your own school, become a published author, become a speaker and an impactor. What made you get to this point where you wanted to be where you are right now?
I was a dreamer growing up. I remember when I was 14 years old, I was laying across my bed and I would look through magazines, books, and things of that nature. And I would be thinking, oh my God, when I become an adult, these are things that I want to do. This is where I want to live. These are places I want to go. And then I got pregnant. Didn't stop me. I persevered. And that is one thing that I want to make sure that teen moms really, really know, really get, because they got pregnant, it does not end there. But it's gonna, you're gonna have to be strong willed, determined to complete your education and that type of thing. But what I try to explain to them is that we make bad decisions. It's not that what we did is a mistake. We made a mistake in the man that we chose or whatever the situation is, those bad choices, bad decisions. And when I thought about when I got pregnant, of course, I thought, initially it was a mistake, but then I realized God doesn't make mistakes. A mistake is something that you can erase. Try erasing a baby. Try erasing a pregnancy. And I'm not talking about abortion because it's still not erased. It's still there. You're just not raising it. So I just wanted them to know that we are there with this baby, and we're going to have to advocate for this baby. This baby is going to be in need of food, clothes, shelter, and it can't do it all by itself. So you're going to have to be that. So I was determined to be that mom. At 16, my mom, everybody else, nobody was there to say we going to walk you through this. My mom worked 2 and 3 jobs, so it wasn't like it was a person there. So, and then people in my neighborhood, the older people, they shamed you. Oh my God, I can't believe she's just going to have a bunch of babies and be on welfare for the rest of her life. And I'm like, to me, I'm 16 years old. I'm going to be on welfare and food stamps the rest of my life. 16, I got 80, 90 more years to go. I'm serious. And I'm like, what do you mean, for the rest of my life? So that bothered me, and it was etched in my heart all those years. And I was like, and I get angry every time I think about that. And I'm like, okay, God, there's a reason why I keep getting angry. I guess I got to release this. I got to be able to help other teen moms. I says, because I don't want them to feel the way I feel about being a teen mom or pregnant as a teen. So I was just persuaded to just walk through it. So once it got done, I got the book done. It was like, wow, that was a big relief. It was just such a blessing just to get it out there. To When I say get it out there, not published, but get it out there, like out of my heart, out of my spirit, so that other moms, teen moms, can say, oh my God, she did that. She was 16 years old and she's still going on. But see, what I realized too, that I serve a can do God. I hear a lot of people saying, I can't do this, I can't do that. Well, I'm sorry. I serve a can do God, because we can do all things through Christ Jesus, who strengthens us. And I just want them to know that it's not about you at this point. It's not about you. You have somebody else that's leaning and dependent on you. Like we lean and depend on God, that baby's leaning and dependent on us to do what we're supposed to do as moms. And I want them to be encouraged. I want them to feel the love. I don't want them to feel like there's no love, no compassion, and all that the community does is just talk about you and shame you. That's not why we're here, because we need love too. Well, I say we. I'm not a teen mom now. I'm like I said, former teen mom, but I want them to feel loved and appreciated. And that's why I wanted to set up a program just for them, to make them feel special, get them through their education, set up some education programs to get them through, getting their high school diplomas, getting jobs for them, whatever it is that I need to do to walk them through the process. That's why I'm here. I want to advocate for them.
So, it sounds like to me as well, Delois, is that you're not just only you're serving young women from when they are babies to pre-K, right?
Yes,
All the way up
yes,
to the teens. And
yes,
so that is a long span. I mean, first you have the school, but then you also have this advocacy to helping young girls. And I
yes.
love what it is you're doing. Absolutely. I mean, listen, your life does not end because you made a new life. Amen.
That part.
And so I love that, and the fact that I can't wait because I'm gonna get into your business in a minute because I know that we're gonna talk. I want to be able to talk about maybe some of the challenges that you had, and for you to have done what you have done, and I'm sure that you had so many people telling you that this is not going to work and you ain't going to never get to nowhere in life. Now look at me now. I mean, we were just talking about before we came on, but you need some teachers to come on board. So we'll talk more about that. But listen, real quick, y'all, we're going to go to a quick commercial break. Listen, we have Dr. DeLois Jackson here. Honey, she is doing some amazing things. And I'm so grateful for the advocacy that she is out here, what she is in, what her advocacy is for. And that is definitely helping our young girls, right? And so, y'all, make sure that you guys stay plugged into it. But real quick, I want to bring up a couple of commercials, okay? So we can pay some bills. So let's go ahead and pull them up, and we will be right back with Dr. DeLois Jackson. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Taria Vision Avant, and we help speakers, coaches, and network marketers who are authors or future authors learn how to leverage their books to generate over $10,000 plus per month, week, or day. Listen, if you're an author and you want to be plugged into an amazing community, I want to highly recommend you go check out Author All Stars. And for those of you who host conferences, podcasts, things of that nature, and you're looking for some dope people to interview, authorallstars.com. If you also want to find out about our amazing annual magazine, authorallstars.com. Go head over to the website once we are done with this interview. Check it out. Trust me, there's a lot to do there. You can also see all of the replays from our Wealthy Wednesdays there as well. So head over to, authorallstars.com. We'll see you guys over there. Deuces. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are looking for a company that can print your books and print your books with quality, I want to introduce you guys to BookLogix. I have been using BookLogix since 2012. Yes, that is almost, what is that, 12, 13 years? We coming on some years, y'all. But BookLogix is an amazing company. They're a family-owned business in Georgia, and I love them to life. They are a full-service book printer and publisher. All of their services are a la carte. So whether you are a publishing company wanting to help your clients to get their books printed, a self-publishing author, or someone brand new to the world of book writing and publishing, they can assist you. So if you need more information, guys, one of our sponsors for our upcoming conference for Ignite to Profits, as well as Author All Stars, they've been sponsoring us for years now. Guys, go and check out BookLogix by going to booklogix.com. Let's get back to the show. All right, y'all. Well, listen, Taria Vision Avant here. I'm so excited too, and also want to share with you guys. BookLogix is the bomb. Look, got my books today. This is a book that we're going to be taking over to Canada. We have a collaboration book, myself as well as a few incredible ladies. We're traveling over to Canada for a speaking engagement at this leadership conference. And what we did was we put together a collaboration book so that we could use it as a tool to market. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are here with Dr. DeLois Jackson, and she is here talking to us about her advocacy for teen moms. Also, she is the founder of her very own pre-K private school. She is a self-published author. She's an educator. She is a speaker. She is all into some amazing things, y'all. And so let's go ahead and bring her back onto the line. Dr. DeLois! Well, darling, so I am so happy again to have you here. And we were getting into just really your heart for helping young teen moms, young teen girls. And, one of your things or your story is that you were a teen mom. And so when I think about the fact that you were able to, yes, still deal with, for some people, looking on the outside in, they might say, man, how are you going to be able to do anything out of life? And I'm sure you have people who even told you that, now that you're a teen mom and you're a single teen mom, you're not going to be able to do anything, but you proved them wrong. And you were able to go out not only to do great things, but now you are impacting other people's lives. But can I get up in your business? Because I want to know. Tell me a story. Tell me something like a pivotal moment, a memorable challenge that you can remember when you were on this journey as a formal teen. Former. Look, I'm like tongue tied today, child. A former teen mom. Tell us about a little bit of your business.
All right, let me let you in on a little bit of the business. All right, are you ready for it? Are you ready? Okay.
We
So
ready.
we read it. Okay, okay. I remember when I became pregnant, how the community made me feel. And I know you probably hear people say all the time, you in your feelings. Well, maybe I was in my feelings because I was feeling some type of way. And I remember the women in the community, they showed no love, no compassion, no nothing. They were quick to condemn, quick to shaming. Oh, you ain't going to be nothing but have a bunch of babies and be on welfare for the rest of your life. And I was like, oh my God, I am a child, pregnant with a child. Can I get some love here? So they tried to define me and didn't even know who I was. And I never understood that. I just never understood that. I am a kid. Yeah, I was pregnant, but I was still a kid. They didn't know me. My name was not Teen Mom. It has never been Teen Mom. Yes, that was one of my titles. My title was Mom. My title was great. My title was beautiful, magnificent, wonderful. But they didn't get that. They didn't understand that. My dreams didn't die just because I became pregnant. But can I tell you something? God has a sense of humor. I'm still laughing today because what happened was God allowed me to work at the welfare and food stamp office where I had to issue food stamps to these same people, the same people who called me out my name, who said I wasn't going to be anything but have a bunch of babies and be on welfare for the rest of my life. The same people called my job where I was working at the food stamp office, told my supervisor, oh, she hasn't finished school. She had a baby. My boss calls me into the office. Oh, DeLois, I thought you said you had finished school. Yes, sir, I did. He said, I got a call today, and it's just not looking real good. It's someone who knows you, but from that day to this day, I have no idea who it was that made the phone call. So I said, sir, would you like for me to bring my diploma in? And when I said that, he says, no, Delois. He said, that right there, he said, that made me feel like you really do have it. I said, sir, I can bring it in for you tomorrow. He said, that's okay. At this point, I'm in college, right? They didn't know that. They don't know me. They did know me. So they, so he says, you can stay on. He says, I'm just going to disregard that phone call. They did not want to face me at the food stamp office because they had to stop at my desk first to get their approval to get the amount of food stamps. This was a long time ago. Not it was way before the cards that they're using now, but I had to check balances and that type of thing. So they would come and I would have to issue the food stamps, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm issuing food stamps to these people that tried to get me fired, right? And I was like, oh my God. But the sense of humor that God has to allow me to work there, the same people, trying to get me fired and all, I'm giving them, I guess they earned it, their food stamps and that type of thing. But I wanted my boss to know that, I don't have anything to hide. I said, because I'm child number 12 of 13 children. My mom would always say, you don't have friends. It's enough of you guys in my house. I don't need anybody else's kids at my house. So there were no sleepovers or things like that, right? So I'm like, okay. So that was all out of nothing to play with my siblings. That was it. But I never stopped school. I persevered. I went from finishing school, Taria, to a PhD. Who does that?
Come on
A person,
now.
a person with a bunch of babies and going to be on welfare for the rest of their life. I have an earned doctorate degree, not honorary. I have an earned doctorate degree. I have a successful 30-year career with the Department of Defense, 30 plus years. And guess what, Terrell? Today I own a pre-K through 12 private school, not pre-K through 12 private school. Who does that? A person with no education, a person that's going to have a bunch of babies and be on welfare for the rest of your life? I'm not understanding. But today they want to be your friends. Some of the same people that were talking about me, calling me out of my name. I'm like, oh my God, God, I have no clue as to who these people were because I didn't have friends. My mom didn't allow us to have friends necessarily, but we talked to people at school. We just couldn't bring them home with us. So my whole ordeal was Okay, DeLois, you made a bad decision, bad choice, on the boyfriend or whatever. As soon as you get pregnant, they walk away, leave you. And it's all good because that's probably the best thing that could have ever happened to me. But I want teen moms to know that God doesn't make mistakes. It was not a mistake, it was a bad choice. And we can move on from that point because our dreams are still there, our aspirations are still there. We just got to persevere, be determined to make that move, be successful, not just for you, but for that baby that you just brought into the world.
Amen. And yes, Lord, forgive me. Pre-K, and I read it too. Yeah, I read it said pre-K through 12, but I don't know what the. Listen, I'm going too fast today. I got to slow down. Somebody said the other day, Tria, slow down. I was like, y'all don't understand. My mind goes so quickly. Because sometimes it don't come out fast enough. I'm like, but anyways, pre-K through 12 went from being a single mother, teen mother, to graduating to doctorate to now having your own school where you are being able to provide value to the same type of people who were just like you. That is powerful. So
Absolutely.
let's just say that we have someone right now, Dr. DeLois, who is, watching. Maybe they are a parent of a teen mother, or they are a teen mother themselves right now, and they're interested in possibly working with you. What is the game plan? What is it that they're going to come to learn from you? And how do you guys get started with walking through this process?
If a teen mom were to come to me now or their mother, I would send them straight to my website for my self esteem guide. I have an ebook, 5 steps to boost teen moms' self esteem. I would send them there, have them to download it. It is free. I like the way my coach says free 99. It is free 99. And I would ask if they would set up a discovery call with me so that we can further discuss their needs, specific needs. I have created a directory, a family directory with a list of organizations, services, and things of that nature that I could provide to them when they become part of the program that they can grow and learn from. And I will be right there to walk them through it. I am setting up something right now, like a GED program for some of the ones that want to go through to finish school. If they're a little bit too old for school, I have a school. If they want to get in 12th grade, I could probably work that for them, but it just depends on where they are in their educational arena. But I certainly can set up some, some programs, help them with their school readiness and those type of things. For themselves, I can help them with with their education, their personal growth as well. But in that 5 step guide to boost their self esteem, there's 5 tips in there. Then I really, really would love for them to download that because it is free and read that so they can start developing, their self esteem, their self love, and just grow from there. And I want to be here, just to hold their hands if they need that. But I only want to work with, and I really don't like saying this, but I only want to work with the teen moms that really, really that has a desire to succeed, because I want to be able to teach them how to rise above all odds by providing them with the tools and the resources that they need. Just because we at the bottom of whatever, I want them to rise to the top, to wherever they want to go. And in the program that I have developed, there are like 3 sections or 3 areas that they can go in. You tell me what you want. If you just want a 3 month or 6 month or a year plus, after you look at the requirements, then we can just go from there. Because it's not like it's a program for you to stay in forever. It's going to be requirements, and you got to be participating. You got to be doing things. We're going to be doing vision boards and things of that nature. Accountability, things that I believe that is needed, because I didn't have that. I'm thinking if I had had it when I was a teen mom, I think I probably would have been a little bit more successful than I am now. Although my doctor tells me every time I go see her that I don't have to continue to be an overachiever. She says, I don't think you can achieve anything else at this point. I said, don't say that. I said, don't say that, because I'm still achieving. But I want them to achieve whatever it is that they set their minds to achieve. And I want to be there to, encourage them along the way, because we get so tired sometimes and we want to give up. And I don't want them to give up because they have it in them. They have it. We just need to push it out of them.
Amen. Men, they have it, guys. And I love it. I love it. Like, you really are covering all aspects. I mean, when it comes to education, especially for our younger adults and even our our children. And so, kudos to you, and kudos to continue to, continuing to really like push the chains of
Yes.
what people can and cannot do, because that's exactly what you're doing. You know, in football, how they say move the chains. Well, that's what you're doing. All right. Well, listen, you talked
Yes.
about this download and this checklist. How can we get access to this information? Where do we need to go?
Okay. For the free ebook, you go to selfesteem.tandy-enterprises.org. That's self-esteem.tandy, enterprises.org to download the free ebook. And then of course, my phone number and all the information is out there on my website. Give me a call. We can set up the discovery call and go from there. But now, Terrell, to get all of the information that you're going to need, to navigate motherhood with grace and purpose, they would need to be able to get a copy of the book. My book will be out early this summer. And can I tell you the title of the book? The title that I gave you a minute ago was for the ebook. I got to give you the title of the book. Teen moms, and you got to be listening. Got to be listening, teen moms, right now, because you're going to need a pen and paper. Do you want to hear it, Miss Rita? The title of the book.
Of course, I want to hear the title. What you got, girl? What's
Ooh,
going on? What we
girl,
doing?
girl, listen. The title of the book with everything in it to help them navigate motherhood with grace and purpose. It is Rising Above All Odds, from diapers to diplomas to entrepreneur excellence. Who does that? Who?
I love it. Hold on, let's give a little clap. Come on, girl. I cannot wait to get my hands on a copy of this book. Dr. DeLois, you are just amazing. You are a force. You are a threat out here to these communities for people who try to say that a woman cannot do it, and she does. And shout out to the hubby too, because we love the hubby. He always is at all the events taking our pictures, right? Hello. But
Hello.
listen, such a blessing you are. Thank you so much. Any last imparting words that you want to leave to our viewers, listeners, and even possibly teen moms that are checking in to the show?
Yes, yes, absolutely. I would like for the teen moms to know that they really do need to love themselves. Self care is key. It's a must. It's just so important to love yourself. You are not your past. You absolutely are not your past. Your best is yet to come. And I really need you, teen moms, to hurry up and get it together, get that education out of the way, so you can come and you can be mentors to this program. You can be teachers at the school. You can do whatever you want to be, because I'm there. I'm serious. When I tell you, I want to be able to use you in any capacity that I can. You are worth it. You are loved.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is Dr. DeLois Jackson. You are worthy. You are loved. She is just such an amazing woman. And I cannot wait for you guys to get your hands on that book. Make sure that you visit her site. We'll make sure to include that as well in the caption. And please make sure that you guys stay tuned for next week on Wealthy Wednesday. Listen, we'll be here at the same time, same place. Okay. Same time, same place. So make sure that you guys plug in. It has been a privilege, a true honor, a privilege and a pleasure to be able to present to you another edition of Wealthy Wednesday. My name is Taria Vision Divine. Vision is the art of seeing what's invisible to others. So don't allow people who do not see what you see to break your focus. In fact, ladies and gentlemen, don't you look left. Don't you look right. Only stay focused forward on what God has for you. And at the end of the day, my darlings, all will be well. All right, y'all. Well, listen, I'm going to holler at y'all. I'll see y'all next week. Y'all be blessed and see you then. Bye.